it, but the reality is that we're in the home stretch of the WNBA season. Man, what a year it's been.
Agreed. I wish we had more games, but it's not over just yet. The season is winding down, but the intensity is ramping up.
Absolutely. Elite teams focused on the playoffs right now. Well, those outside the postseason picture just trying to end the year strong.
Shot clock at 5.
A drive by Jones.
Lets it go from 11, and she can't bank that one in.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a strong interior presence, but she's got to finish those chances when she has them.
Now here's Brink.
Three-pointer, Kelsey Plum.
Offensive board.
Here's Ogumake. The wide-open shot is on the money.
Zero hesitation. That's how Nneka Ogumake plays. When she gets the ball, she wants to fire.
Pass to Jones.
Now here's Carlton.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
That's on Cameron Brink.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she can't get the first one.
And the Sparks trading for Kelsey Plum. What a major statement from that front office.
Yeah, they gave up the 2nd overall pick in 2025 to get Kelsey. I think it was a solid move. The Sparks have lacked an elite scoring guard like Plum, and it's sending a clear message. We don't just want to win, we want to win now.
Pass to Cloud. Hamby to the middle. Fader on the way, and Ogumake gets it to go.
How nice is it to see the use of the mid-range right there? Ogumake just has a great feel for the game.
She's covered by Cloud. And here's Carlton. Shoots the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the 3.
Left side, Plum. Got that one up quick.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Pass to Carlton. No good on the 3.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Hamby outside. Out to Ogumake. 20 feet out. And she hits the jumper for 2.
They're shooting 80% so far. Obviously, it's early, but offensively, they're looking great.
Up top, Angsler. Pass to Carlton. Now Angsler. She's covered by Hamby.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
The Sparks leading. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Pass to Jones. Carlton. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
Here's Ogumake.
Carlton defending.
And that one's good. Ogumake.
Standing at 6'2", Ogumake isn't a tree inside, but she is as good of a leaper as you'll see. That really helps her finish.
Now here's Carlton.
She's covered by Cloud. Here's Jones. No good on the triple. With the step back. Cloud outside. Launches it.
The offensive rebound.
For three, Neko Ogumake. Back to Hamby. Outside Plum. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Jones. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
And what a 2024 season it was for the Canadian Bridget Carleton. By far her best in the W.
Finished top 3 in most improved player voting, tripling her scoring average from the year before. And her shooting is just absolutely elite. Carleton over 44% from deep in 2024.
The open shot by Kelsey Plum. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
You can see right there, Plum stays shot ready.
Pass to Carleton, and there's a pick. Ferocious swat.
Do not test Brink, just unreal at swatting away shots.
Back to Cloud. Here's Ogumake. Now Plum. Ogumake
Over Carleton.
Ogumake misses. Back to Jones.
Pass to Angsler.
She's covered by Cloud. Jones. It's good from long range.
Well, this is important to Jones's confidence. She needs to keep taking and making these threes.
Inside. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Here's Carleton. They set the pick. Here's Jones. Gets it to fall from the right block.
When defending pick and roll, you have to stop ball first, especially when Haley Jones has it.
Pass to Court Queen. Outside Brink.
Fires for 3. That one doesn't drop.
Now here's Carleton.
She's covered by Ogumake. Here's Carleton. She's covered by Ogumake. Shot from the wing.
It's hauled in by Court Queen.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Back to Plum. To the left wing.
Now here's Court Queen.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Brink, the shot is good.
They've been sensational on the boards to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian.
Cameron Brink playing some nice defense. Pass to Court Queen.
Now Ogumake from 17 feet out. And Jones pulls it down.
And here's Angsler. Brink covering. Now here's Carleton. Pass to Angsler.
The tray.
And Brink brings down the board.
On the wing, Neko Ogumake.
Carleton defending.
Now Court Queen. Out to Ogumake. To the wing, right side. And here's Plum. The basket good off the assist from Neko Gumake.
You know, she's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Carlton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock.
Plum gets the bucket.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Now Carlton. She has 6. Over Ogumake. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Sparks on top, up by 6. And we've got more in store for you right after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here, and it's showing up on the stat sheet. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. And where's the cheese?
Pass to Caldwell.
To the right side. The three-pointer is on target.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Van Loo.
Hamby for 3. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Awesome to see zero hesitation from Hamby there. Gets the pass, gets the shot off, points on the board.
The 3. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
Hard work on the glass once again, guys. They've put a lot of effort into their rebounding.
And that interior play, it's made a big difference in this game.
Now here's Van Loo.
Here's half court.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Van Loo.
Sinks the three-pointer.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter, shooting it well here, and defense may need to think about making an adjustment.
Gustafson, defended by Turner.
And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Well, using her size well. Gustafson to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both good at the line. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Pass to Burrell.
Hamby.
Here's half court.
Lets it go from deep.
And that comes off the assist by De'Erica Hamby.
Love the selfless, intelligent play by Hamby. Puts the ball into the wide open shooter's hands.
Timeout.
And last season was De'Erica Hamby's 10th in the W, and no doubt about it, her best.
Well, over her first 9 years, she averaged just about 9 points per game. Last year, that average jumped to 17, embracing an increased scoring role.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter.
Carlton on the wing.
Hamby grabs the miss.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
They get it back.
And the layup is good.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Pass to Gustafson.
Carlton. Over court queen. Carlton's shot is off.
Not her best performance scoring the ball thus far.
And here's Burrell.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Cloud can't get it to go. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
And trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Natasha Cloud can't get that one to fall.
Pass to Bibby. Now here's Carlton.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Gustafson. The Sparks grab the miss.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Here's Cloud. Again, the miss by the Sparks.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Screen by Carlton.
To the paint. That one falls.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and easy two.
Pass to Burrell.
Cloud drains it from beyond the arc.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now Gustafson.
Carlton with it.
8 points for her. To the inside. Gustafson gets the bucket.
Good movement by Gustafson getting to her spot.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Back to Cloud. And it's out of bounds. The Sparks able to retain possession here.
On Sunday, they'll host the Atlanta Dream. And then on Tuesday, they'll host the Phoenix Mercury.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents, they're a great chance to see how well your team can truly perform.
Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Ainxler.
One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Well, you love the combination of skill and power that Ainxler brings to the court.
Pass to Burrell.
Hamby left side. Lays it up and banks it in.
Offensively, a perfect quarter. She hasn't missed a single shot.
Up top, Gustafson.
Carlton, she's covered by Ogumake. Just 5 to shoot.
Pass to Ainxler.
And here's Gustafson. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems. The intensity of Hamby, great at going up strong, forcing the issue.
And that one misses.
But you can trust Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second miss. From downtown, unable to get that one to go. Pass to Cloud. Outside Plum. Outside for Cloud. Puts it up. And she hits the jumper. Well, she's been waiting a while for that.
Yeah, that is assertive offense from Cloud, putting in the work to find her shot.
Carlton on the wing.
Gumake with the rebound.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Pass to Burrell. Down low. She scores her 5th field goal, and she's taken 9 shots to get there.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They've played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the three.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've got an open look from deep, fire it up. You have my permission.
Cloud can't get it to go.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Pass to Carlton. She's covered by Cloud. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Ogumake.
Down low, over here.
Here's Plum. 9 points in the game.
Originally drafted by San Antonio, Kelsey Plum was a part of the first 7 Las Vegas Aces seasons.
Yeah, it's a bit odd seeing her in another uniform, but she made an incredible impact in Vegas, part of those 2 title teams, forever a legend in the desert.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, it wasn't an easy start to the career of Kelsey Plum, but she's made serious strides.
Well, she goes first overall in 2017, scores about 9 points per game her first 3 seasons, tears her Achilles, misses 2020, but then after that injury, a perennial all-star scoring about 18 per contest.
Now here's Jones. He has 5. Pass to Carlton. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and shoots. Smooth sailing for the Sparks. A 17-point lead, and it's their biggest. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Plum. Cloud.
Brink a screen.
3-pointer. Ooh, no luck on that one. Here's Carlton. Oh, no good on the buzzer beater. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Top leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. A fantastic game from Kelsey Plum in this one.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
And the Sparks with possession here. They lead by 17. Stolen away.
Down low. Yo, over here. Oh, hit me. Help me out.
Carlton, she's guarded by Plum. Clock at 6. And the 3 ball is good.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Pass to Plum. Ogumake outside. Cloud. Kept alive. Brink. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the glass.
Now here's Carlton.
She's got 11. To the paint. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
That's on Cameron Brink.
And she makes the first. And that's good as she hits both shots. Here's Ogumake. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
Jones outside. Clock at 4. Off target from 3-point range.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Back to Plum.
Haley Jones with the defensive effort.
Rebound by the Sparks. Cloud outside. Pass to Hamby. Plum. Cloud outside. Here's Ogumake. Unloads.
Plum misses.
Now here's Jones. She's covered closely. And she makes that one.
Unguardable handles. Jones ripping off just the absolute filthiest move.
Hamby outside. To the inside.
Stolen by Carlton.
Jones outside. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Carlton's shot is off.
Well, she's a player who, with a wide open look, will rarely miss.
Plum, guarded by Jones. Hamby left side. 3-pointer Kelsey Plum.
It's rebounded by Angstler.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Pass to Carlton. From deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here is Hamby. She's got 9. And Kelsey Plum gets the whistle that time. That's her first foul.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits.
Carlton up top. Brink covering.
On the wing, Emily Angsler. Inside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Cloud. He has 5. 2 points. That one goes in.
And quite simply, Plum has it all as an offensive guard. Shooting, driving, dribbling. You can pour it in nights like tonight when she's on.
Well, it's hard to believe, but Natasha Cloud has been in the league for a decade. Really impressive.
Especially when you consider she's a second-round pick. Cloud is an elite defensive guard. Great at the point of attack, and she runs such a good offense as well.
Pass to Carlton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. So it's the Sparks now. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the middle. Here's Ogumake. And down it goes. 2 points.
No question, Ogumake knows how to move inside. Runs into some contact, but goes right up to finish strong.
Pass to Carlton. Fires it. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Cloud. She has 5. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Here's Hamby. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Now here's Angsler. Pass to Jones. Hamby grabs the miss. Cloud outside.
On the wing, Neko Ogumake.
Plum. Yes, and a nice assist from Neko Ogumake.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Carlton.
16 points for her. On the wing, Emily Angsler. She's covered by Hamby. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to Cloud. Back to Hamby. Plum. That's in, and she's 7 of 12 now for the game.
So slick with the ball, Plum leaves defenders in her dust with some of these moves. Chasing ghosts.
Carlton on the wing.
And the call is going to be, yep, an illegal screen.
That foul gives her 4 on the day, so she only has 2 to spare the rest of the way. That's not ideal.
The Sparks call timeout. And the Sparks will go for a different look here. Now here's Van Loo.
Don't give her space. Don't give her space.
Pass to Turner. Now here's Van Loo. Amby outside. Van Loo. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Bibby with the board. Inside. Here's Carlton. Nails the baby hook.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a bit like they did in the first.
Amby outside.
I got your half left. Yo, here I come. Here I come. I'm back.
Pass to Van Loo. Burrell.
Take that.
Fires from deep. Van Loo can't hit. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Keep going. Left. Hey, yo, right here. Ball. ISO. Flash pick left. Yo, go there. Ball, watch the cutter.
Pass to Court Queen. Now Hamby. And she banks in the layup.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Sparks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Pass to Bibby. Now Carlton.
Get there.
Banked in off the glass. Now Cloud. Ogumake outside. Back to Cloud. Lets the 3 fly. And she's good on the 3 ball.
And this is big for Natasha Cloud's confidence because when she's hitting from downtown, it helps her get into a rhythm offensively.
To the inside, Bibby. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Cloud outside. Pass to Ogumake. This one for 3. It's not going to go for her. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Bibby, she's covered by Cloud. Here's Bibby. Out to the right wing. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by Burrell.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
Pass to Carlton. Here's the floater, and she lays it up and in.
That's such a feel shot. Sweet floater.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Deflects the pass. And here's Cloud. Ogumake outside. Cloud. Yes, and a nice assist from Neko Ogumake.
Wow. Cloud looked almost automatic on the catch and shoot. No hesitation at all. Did you guys see that?
Here's Caldwell. Screen by Gustafson.
It's hauled in by Burrell. Pass to Court Queen. And she drops in the layup off glass.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Right wing. The shot. The wing jumper off target.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Coach has a look like, are you kidding me?
Pass to Court Queen. And here's Burrell. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Court Queen. That one goes in.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Now here's Carlton.
She's guarded by Court Queen.
Screen by Gustafson.
Carlton gets the bucket.
I love to see it. Her confidence has come back since halftime.
And the Sparks call time here. Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your guys' approach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players with rookie-scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players. Even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed Supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
Now here's Hamby. Cloud outside. Back to Hamby. It's good for the 7th time this game, and she shot 7 and made 7. I think that's 100%. Pass to Angsler.
Now here's Carlton.
Fires the three.
Brink grabs the miss.
And it's the Sparks ball. Cloud outside. And here's Burrell. Here's Hamby. She just can't miss. 8 up, 8 in, flawless.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
Now here's Carlton.
There's the three.
Brink grabs the miss.
Cloud with it. Pass to Hamby. Plum. And a missed layup. She's covered by Cloud. Here's Carlton. Shoots. And she connects with the jumper. Now here's Cloud. Hamby outside. Now here's Plum. Guarded by Jones. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
The draft takes place right before the regular season, and it's fun to see these players get right into their pro careers.
Unlike the NBA, we get to see the collegiate stars that were born in March join the WNBA while they're still hot. It's a chance to see college stars immediately after a great run.
I love it. You have a great March, as you said, and you go right into the WNBA season. You get drafted right after that national semifinal and final. It's awesome. And it's also a giant test, though, for rookies. I mean, they're playing that college season, then an extra set of 40-plus pro games, which we know are so much more taxing than a college game. I mean, it's a big-time challenge.
So she gets them both.
Something we all know about Kelsey Plum is she's got the heart of a true competitor. No matter the time or place, she's always playing her hardest to get the win.
Now here's Carlton.
Switch back with me. Switch back with me.
She's covered by Cloud. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. The Sparks grab the miss. Pass to Ogumake. Bambi right side. Cloud.
That's all day.
Outside Plum. Shoots over Jones. The second chance effort. Bambi misses. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Carlton. And it's off from three-point range.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
And looking at the last couple of WNBA champions, seems like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, New York and Las Vegas went with super high-end talent, and they've won the last few titles.
Yeah, it takes stars taking a little less to play together. That's the big key of it. But if you have 3 of the top 15 or so players, I mean, you have got a great chance to win it all.
Cloud can't get it to go. Jones outside. Pass to Carlton. They set a pick. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. And the Sparks with possession here. Now Cloud. Ogumake left side. Plum. It's good, and that's 8 baskets for her, 8 for 15 shooting.
What effort from Plum down in the paint, outworking the defense and getting a shot.
Pass to Jones. Now Carlton. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's on Cameron Brink.
And the first one falls for her.
And when you look at the different rosters around the league, the average age is starting to feel younger.
Yeah, and with the salary cap and how it's set up, you need players on those rookie scale deals, so teams might hold on to a younger player versus go with the vet.
No doubt. It's how you get the numbers to work. Teams go young to try to find gems as well and see how they can develop stars.
Off on that one, so she goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Court Queen. Now here's half court. Now Court Queen. She's guarded by Anxler. Here's half court. The three-pointer off the mark.
Defended by Van Loo.
Jones outside. They set the screen. Here's Carlton. From about 19 feet, the shot no good.
And here's Van Loo.
Pass to half court. for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Yo, 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 set it up, set it up. Go get him. Call that quit.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.